Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones, and thank you to all the new supporters that's coming in. Thank you to everybody that's been on that comment section. Y'all been doing y'all thing. I want to send a couple of shout outs to people that's been hitting the Cash App, so I have to say thank you. Start from Cheryl, thank you. V-Dub, thank you so much. Thomas, thank you. G-Baby, thank you. Danny, Tawana, thank y'all. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all the support that, everybody that comes in and supports the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you to my YouTube family. They know who they are. I want to get right to the, to the T. As y'all put it, to the T. Anyway, y'all already read the title. So let's get to it, okay? So, first of all, I had to go back. Okay, y'all. I had to go back to when I started making, videos on Mo3. So I started from, pretty much the beginning. And I had to just go back and see, like, what am I missing? Because it's so much, like I said before. And just like the title is, the perfect storm. It is the perfect storm that came through Dallas. The perfect storm. And let's get to it, y'all. Okay. So, first of all, I went back to a video. And I had to go back to this video because this is the video that started talking about, I do believe this is the video that I started talking about all the clues that was coming in threes. Okay, y'all. One of the clues was water. Okay. And it's a reason that I want to go back to this clue. Okay. And it was months ago when I, did this video. But I just want to revamp a little bit on what this video was about. Okay, y'all. Now, it was the clues in threes talking about water. Okay. And I had 3 people that, I talked about all of their names meant water. Okay. So, of course, Rain Man. His name has water in it. Okay. Water that has fallen. That's why a lot of like celebrities that was talking about the devil and stuff like that, they was saying that they was calling the Rain Man. And it's a reason for that, because that's water that's falling from the sky. And it's the same thing as when the devil was cast out of the heavens and he fell from the sky. So they call Rain Man the devil. Okay, so we already had that one, Rain Man. And then we had, the background dancer. And his name meant water as well. His name meant the Black Sea. When I looked it up, that's what I got from that. So I don't know if you all saw the video, but yes, this is how I kind of started off doing them. Through Greek mythology, like clues through Greek mythology. So yes, the background dancer, his name means dark waters. And if you don't know about Greek mythology, then you probably wouldn't know about dark waters. But it's like a trap. If you get into dark waters and everything around you is black, it's like a trap. You can't get out. Okay, so that's what his name meant. Okay. Then we have Boosie, okay? And I am going to start calling him Sexual Chocolate, y'all. That's going to be his name, Sexual Chocolate. So when I looked up his name, it meant typhoon. It meant storms, tempests, It meant the sea, the rivers. That's what his name meant. Okay, so that's what I got out of his. I also saw something else that stood out to me, and it said that he was the father of all monsters. Okay, now we'll get back to that because there's some songs that come on, and when they come on, it says blame it on the monster, and I am going to get into some things, okay, because there's a lot of people that's mad at him right now. Now, a lot of people was upset about the fact that, he did a concert and, the people that he's associating with are some of the people that is questionable in Mo3 is being taken out, okay? So a lot of people is mad at him about a lot of things right now. So this is why I wanted to talk about him today, all right? So, yes, that's what his name means, typhoon and all of that good stuff. So all three of their names has to do with water. Okay, so that was the clue in threes that I had. Now, I talked about something else in this video. I talked about the God of Sea, and I talked about the Sisters of Gray. Now, for people that don't know or haven't read Greek mythology and what the Sisters of Gray was all about, the Sisters of Gray was three witches. Okay, they were three witches that pretty much the whole story was about location. They had their story is about giving up, the ops location and helping the ops win a war. And that's what they did. They won a war because the Grey Sisters told their location. Okay, so that's what their story was pretty much about. And the crazy part, like I told you all before, is there are three witches. And in this story of Mo3, they are three sisters that went to, a spiritual advisor. And spiritual advisors are usually people call them witches because, they have, certain powers. Okay. So, it just flipped it just a little bit, but it was somewhat the same. Now, as well as in Mo3's story, somebody gave his location of where he was. That's how, the ops got the drop on where he was. Okay, so it's similar, a lot similar. And it's weird that, months ago, this is where I started at in the first place. Okay, so, yeah. So now, let's get to the sexual chocolate, y'all. And his part in the whole thing, okay? First, I want to talk about something that, a lot of people is like, they don't really know or they don't pay any attention, okay? Now, this little tidbit I want to talk about is Lancaster, okay, Texas. A lot of people that's claiming that they're from Oak Cliff, they're really from Lancaster, Texas, but they just go, it's like on the border. So maybe a block later, you in another state. So this is what a lot of people is doing. They're claiming Oak Cliff, and they do not live in Oak Cliff. Now, before I get started, I want to say a few things. Okay. Some of the people that were claiming that they are from somewhere else and people think they're actually from somewhere else, they're actually from Lancaster. And these are, I'm going to name these 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Okay. The first person that I'm going to name is Lil Jeff. Okay. And it's not the Jeff that I've been talking about, the Christian bishop hypocrite. Him. It's not his son, Lil Jeff. It is another Jeff. And this Jeff is, a friend of Boosie, or was a friend of Boosie. Okay. Then there's Big Bird. Everybody think he's from Oak Cliff or whatever. You know, first they say he lived in Houston. Then they say he was from Dallas or whatever. And in all actuality, he's really from Lancaster too, y'all. Okay? Another person that's from Lancaster is Keywan White. And this is the person that's, you know, locked up right now. That they say that was chasing Mo3 on the expressway. Then we have another person. This person name is George Smith, y'all. Okay? He's also from Lancaster. Okay? We're going to get back to him in a minute so you all will know who exactly that, you know, he is. Okay, so right now I want to go back. I want to go back a little bit because I have to go back in order to tell you how, you know, sexual chocolate is in this mix right now, y'all. And I have to go back so I can tell you about, you know, certain cases right now that might be reopened because of crooked cops, crooked detectives, crooked commissioner. Okay, so these are some cases that they're looking into that just might be reopened, y'all. Okay, because it's a lot that happened in Dallas. It's a lot of people that's attached to a lot of drama that's keeping a lot of people, you know, getting taken out right now. So this is why they are looking to other things, and that's why outside federal agents are looking into this case, because the people that's inside, that's involved, they really can't trust what they're saying in their judgment. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going back to 2010. Okay, now 2010, there was another police chief that was in charge at the time. Okay, his name was David Brown. Okay, and if you don't know who David Brown is, he is, you know, the new chief in Chicago. Okay, y'all. He came from Dallas to Chicago. Don't know why, because Chicago is messed up enough as it is. So why you would take a dirty cop from Dallas and bring him to Chicago don't make a lot of sense, especially with his background. Okay, y'all. We was thinking that they were really trying to make some changes, but we see that now they're not. They're just keeping the same people in the mix, and the same dirty people is being, you know, spread around now. Okay, just like Dallas, all the dirty people is spread all around. They got the different good jobs and everything, so they can keep this ball rolling of this money in their pocket. Okay, so another clue in threes, y'all. I said this in one of my other videos. I said, remember the clues in threes about the three Johns. Okay, we had John Wiley Price, we have John Beckwith, and we have John Cruzen. Now these three people was tied into David Brown at the time that he was running things in Dallas. Okay, and he ran things between 2010 to 2016, and that's when he went to Chicago to take his, you know, put his show on the road. Put it on the road. Okay, so another thing that happened in 2010 is David Brown, his son. Okay, his son, who is best friends, okay, with George Smith from Lancaster, Texas. He took out a cop. Yes, the chief police, his son took out another cop from Lancaster. Okay, of course you already know they brushed it under the rug. brushed it under the rug. They said that, you know, he had mental problems and all kind of stuff just so that he can get off from taking out another cop, y'all. And y'all wonder why police is under investigation right now? Oh, it's a lot of them on the chopping block. It's just a matter of time, okay? And I know people got discouraged when, you know, Brian Reiser got out, and people was thinking that, you know, it ain't gonna be no change about nothing that's going on in Dallas. It's gonna stay the same. Well, there are a lot of people on the chopping block right now, y'all. Okay? Now, let's get to the biggest setup, okay? The biggest setup that happened in Dallas. And this happened in 2012, y'all. David Brown's son's best friend. His name is, where did I put it? Is it Alexander? Wait a minute, y'all. George Smith. Okay. I don't know how I got stuck that quick. George Smith. So, George Smith's son. He, in 2012, took out the biggest street pharmacy guy at that time. Okay? He had been running things and making lots of money, y'all. He was actually the first person from Dallas that started making like some real money from, you know, street pharmacy stuff. So this George Smith and one of his friends, his friend name is Alexander Chisholm. Okay, this guy and one of his friends ran up in a house. Okay, 2012, and they hit up somebody. Okay, the person that they hit up was Lil Jeff. Like I told y'all before, not Lil Jeff, not the preacher's, the bishop's son, another Lil Jeff, and his name is Jeffrey Skinner. Jeffrey Skinner. He ran up in the house and they took out Jeffrey Skinner, and they took out one of his workers or his friends, and his name was Mark Weems. Okay, now there is so much controversy about this right now. That's why it's back on the table. People, authorities that's from other states, they're looking at this right now. This case just may be reopened because the fact that it was a cover-up. It's so many inconsistencies in this case that Stevie Wonder can see that it was a cover-up, okay? And like I said, they're looking into the detectives that showed up, and they moved stuff around in this case. They're looking at the chief that was in charge at the time. They're looking at detectives and cops, everything. They're not only looking at that, they're looking at a federal agent. Now, I'm going to tell you why they're looking at a federal agent. They're looking at a federal agent because his son, their son, I'll put it that way, was one of the ones that took out these two guys, okay? They was on this mess too, okay? So they're thinking that this federal agent could be somebody else that's on the payroll. You know how, you know, Big Bird be talking about he has federal agents on the payroll, and he's always talking about cops. I keep telling y'all, if they're coming after cops now, and now there are detectives on the chopping block, and then there is now a federal agent that's on the chopping block. I don't know what's going on with that, but his actions and the things that he has done has his actions and everything on the chopping block as well, okay? So, they are looking into a lot of things, y'all. I'm telling you, okay? I wouldn't have this information if they wasn't. So, I'm just putting it all out there now, okay? So, yeah, I am going to, in my description box, I'm going to post videos or anything like that that I can put in to prove some of the things that I'm telling you. And then in the part 2, I am going to post some pictures, okay? And watch them with caution. That's all I can tell y'all. Because some things are graphic that I'm going to put up, okay? I'm going to cover what I can, and then I'm going to put out as much as I can, okay? So, like I said, people are under investigation. And I said this before when I had told you all, if you all have any family members that, that some things that didn't add up in their cases, to come forward to, the new chief. This is what I'm trying to tell you. They are trying to air out the bad. And at the same time, like I told y'all, it's going to be a fight for this guy. This Eddie Garcia guy is going to be a fight. They're going to try to make him look bad because he do not fit in with, their agenda and what's going on. Okay. Okay, let's get to some more stuff now. So as y'all already know, 2012. We're going to go to 2012. When they took out, Sexual Chocolate best friend. So, after they took out his best friend, people were reaching out to Sexual Chocolate. They was reaching out to him to make a deal. Okay? They knew that he was going to be peed off about them taking out his guy. And like I said, his guy was balling out of control. He was doing his thing. And y'all already know when somebody is doing some big things and making some big money, y'all already know they become a target because people are jealous. Okay? So, this is one of the things that happened with him. But I also think, that they had to get him out the way so that they can make money. They wanted to make that money that he was making. So somebody had to get him off of his pedestal so somebody else can get on that pedestal. Okay? So, allegedly, they made a deal. And when I say they, I am talking about the old heads. Like Mo3 be talking about in some of his videos, the old heads. The old heads. They made a deal with Sexual Chocolate. Okay? And they made this deal with him while he was locked up. Because he was locked up fighting, a case as well. Okay? So, they talked with him. And they all decided on a peace treaty. They wanted a peace treaty. So they said that they would give him, money. Monthly money and his mother and, him take care of him. Okay? So, he agreed on the peace treaty. Okay? Then, let's fast forward a little bit. Now, way before we fast forward a little bit, I want to talk about another thing. Okay? When he agreed to this peace treaty, he also agreed that when he get out, that he would help put some of the rappers on in Dallas, put them onto the rap game so they can get on. So he did agree to this. That was what he was supposed to do when he got out. Okay? Now let's fast forward a little bit to 2014. 2014. Sexual Chocolate gets out. He's out. He didn't beat his case. Okay? At the same time he gets out, guess who leaves? George Smith. He packs up his whole family and leaves the city when Sexual Chocolate finna come home. Now, everybody know this is the person. This the person that took out, Sexual Chocolate best friend. Okay? And he bounces. Moves away. I don't want no smoke. The monster getting out. I'm good. So he's gone. Okay? This is also what happens. Okay? Okay. 2 years. It's been 2 years now that, little Jeff been gone. And that they took him out. So, Sexual Chocolate is out. And everybody is thinking that he gonna do what he said he was gonna do. They done sent his people money. They done put money on his books, whatever they had to do while he was gone. And they expecting him to do what he said he was gonna do. That's not what he did though, y'all. Okay. He gets out and people is reaching out to him and they're telling him that the hottest person in Dallas right now is Mo3. So he gets up with Mo3. I guess he listened to him, talked to him. Mo3 a fan of his. He a fan of Mo3 because he liked Mo3 music. So instead of doing what he said he was gonna do and help Big Bird and background dancer, he was supposed to have been getting out and putting them on. That ain't what he did. He gets out and he makes Mo3 the king of the North. Basically, king of the North. He puts Mo3 on. Now, this is where this storm, the perfect storm, comes in, y'all. Now, Mo3, he already got problems. He got problems with, Nogayo. He got problems with him because he hating on him. He's trying to infiltrate his little circle. And the people that, Mo3 used to be, thought he was friends with, background dance and all of them. Nogayo pops in and he starts turning these guys against him. Okay? Perfect storm, like I said. They go one of them waters. Okay? Now, like I told y'all at first, what I found when I went through Hector Wilkins. Another storm. And these people that's dealing with this, they're tied to Rain Man. Another storm that's going on. Okay? And here we go, another one. Another storm, y'all. Sexual Chocolate gets out, and he's not doing what he say he gonna do. Not only he not doing what he say he gonna do, he is hooking up with the people that he say he was gonna help. Their ops. He's helping the ops, which is Mo3. As if he needed something else on his plate or some more people to hate on him. Okay? Like I tell y'all, perfect storm. Perfect storm. Now, when Sexual Chocolate do what he do, and he pretty much is telling them, now before all of this happened, when they made that deal with, Sexual Chocolate and he was locked up, and they all made their little discussions of what or who he was going to help and what all they was going to do, they also told Sexual Chocolate that we got authorities on lock. We're paying off cops. We even got feds in our back pocket. So this is what they're bragging on to, Sexual Chocolate. Now, like I said, when he got out, he wasn't feeling them. Now, I don't know if he wasn't feeling them because he didn't want to pay that money back. I don't know if he wasn't feeling them because they were dealing with crooked cops and he didn't want to get involved with their little circle of mess because, it's a web of mess that's going on in Dallas with dirty cops. Y'all already see this, okay? So, number one, he don't want to deal with the cops. He good. He'd rather handle stuff on his own than to get into bed with the dirty cops and have to be paying extortion money or whatever, however you want to call it. Money out. So, basically he refuses to pay this money back. Okay? Now, they're all peed off, mind you. They all peed off. So, who better yet to run to try to get some of their money back from? Because Sexual Chocolate ain't paying it back. He already told them, I ain't paying back nothing. And I ain't helping y'all. I got who I want. Now, they're going to Mo3. All is legend, y'all. They're going to Mo3. They're asking him for the money back that they paid out. Y'all already know. Mo3 wasn't feeling it. I ain't paying back something. Y'all didn't give it to me. Y'all gave it to somebody else. But you the one he put on. So you got to pay this money back. And y'all remember when this video came out a little while back, and they were saying, like, the OG said that, people was owed money. This is what they were talking about. And this money wasn't Mo3's to pay back. It was Sexual Chocolate. He and him and his family enjoyed that money. But like I said, it's the same thing that happened with Hector. He busting in the air and get taken out because he started that. They blame it on Mo3. Not only that, like I was telling y'all, Nogayo, he was stirring up the pot to make everybody not like Mo3. Not only that, Rain Man, his manager, was stirring up the pot, making people think that, he was this beast. Okay? Starting all these beefs to try to sell records that he didn't have to do in the first place because he talented. Once he started singing, he was going to sell it anyway. Perfect storm, y'all. Now he done hooked up with somebody he look up to. Somebody all of them kind of looked up to. In a way. But they didn't look up to him enough to leave his people alone. They still took out his boys. So they don't look up to Sexual Chocolate that much. But they know what he about. So they try to explain themselves. Like Big Bird try to say, I ain't had nothing to do with it, when officers are saying he did. He threw his phone away in the water. Okay? Other authorities are saying this between themselves talking. Okay? So he did have something to do with it, allegedly. Okay? But he's telling Sexual Chocolate he didn't have anything to do with it. No respect. That's how I look at it. They try to act like they respect him, Sexual Chocolate, but they don't. And the reason why I say that is because they took one of your boys out when you was locked up. Okay? They took another one of your boys out when you came home. Then you come up here, you come there for the the balloon little ceremony or whatever they call it, and you get hit up too, allegedly. No respect. That's what I see. But this is the circle that's going on. So Mo3 is taking the backlash of everything. He's not meaning to be the beast that he's become, but he has no choice because all odds are stacked against him. That's why I keep telling y'all, the perfect storm came through there and then it's over. Okay. Now, I want to get to I want to get to 2020. 2020. Let's talk about Baby Youngin. Now, it's recently a video just came out about Baby Youngin, and he was saying that, you know, Papa Blue Man is the one that hit up Sexual Chocolate. Okay, y'all? Now, if y'all don't know who Baby Youngin is, he shot a video in the same driveway of where little Jeff, the house where he was hit up at, him and his friend. Now, like, you know who his friend, who they are. They is, you know, Sexual Chocolate's best friend, the one they hit up when he was in jail. Now, he made a video right there in the driveway where people was laying and everything. It's where he chose to do his video at. Okay. Not only is Baby Youngin is his manager, he also used to be the manager. His name is Countdown John. Okay. Countdown John is Baby Youngin's manager. He used to also be the manager of Papa Blue Man. But, you know, they let their little contract run out so he can go his own way. But not only was he Papa Blue Man's manager, he also went to school with young Jeff. Okay? The guy that was taken out. He went to school with him. So he felt some type of way about everything that happened. The manager. So he laid it all on the line, y'all. He told them everything. He told them who all was involved, who did it. He told everything. Now, it didn't even matter that he told the detectives and police or whatever he told. It didn't even matter. Because you know what? They ain't listened to him. Because they brushed it under the rug. Like I said, one of the sons, daddy, feds. The other guy, best friends to the police chief. The chief of police. His son. Best friends. You know what they did? Allegedly, they went to the scene of the crime and they moved stuff around and they tried to make it seem like it was self-defense. What I am hearing, they moved gas cans around. What I'm hearing, they put stuff in certain places, all kind of stuff. Just so they could let them get away. Okay? Sound just like Bubba, don't it? When Bubba was taken out, look who was on the scene. First on the scene. Christian officer. Somebody else that's plugged with them. Look who else was on the scene. One of the Ski sisters. She even was talking. Doing little interviews. Acting like she was concerned. But when I looked at that interview, she's smiling. She's smiling while she's talking. And explaining whatever she thought she saw or whatever. She's smiling, y'all. Right after Bubba was taken out. All them hoes everywhere. She on the scene. Smiling. If y'all think I'm lying, go look at it. Okay? Now, I want to talk about Mr. Do I want to talk about Alexander Chisholm? I looked him up recently. And he act like he don't have a care in the world. He's moving around like he ain't did nothing. And he didn't help take out 2 people that we know of. Could be more. But he's so nonchalant and on his social media and acting like ain't nothing happened, which is crazy to me. But at the same time, this is how they feel. Just like Mo3. New album just came out. They started releasing more songs, and it's actually the whole song. I was surprised. So I guess they did get into, whatever was locked. After they played this man's song, the background dancer, he jumps on social media and he started talking about, the war is back on. So he thinks that he didn't get away with getting rid of Mo3 and whoever else he didn't get away with doing and setting up, allegedly. And he right back talking about, ready to do it again. I see all this evidence in front of me. I see all the stuff that they're working on. But at the same time, I just don't understand why a background dancer is still on the streets. He was at the scene of the crime. They recorded it. They threw a watch party with all the ops so they can sit back and watch this man and laugh and talk about it and laugh and drink on it. And he's still out here. Like I said before, it has been people that has did a crime and they go sing about it and they done got 20 years or so. But he does this and nobody has done anything. Dallas is messed up and they really need some help, y'all. They really do. I also went back and I watched the first interview that Mo3 did. And he was talking about, people coming to him for money. They wanted him to pay off people. Like on Scarface, he was paying one person and then another person come on saying, I need this too. Everybody trying to jump on the bandwagon to get paid off. Detectives and police and this and that. They want their cut. Mo3 he wasn't hearing it. And it's just like in his new song that just came out. He is saying in his new song that they didn't like him. The DA and the prosecutors, they didn't like him. And you know why they didn't like him? Because background dancer, that's their boy. So anybody that they into it with, this is how they're treating people. I'm telling you. Everybody is out here doing this Black Lives Matter and talking about, the whites and how they're treated and this and that. The stuff that's going on in Dallas, our own kind, our own color is doing us in. And it's crazy. It really is. It don't make any sense. This man is crying out for help in whatever way he could get it. And nobody listened. Nobody cared. And now that he's gone, everybody acting like it's the big old party again. And I don't understand it. I listened to a couple of his songs, but I got so sad after I listened to the songs. And I had to just cut them off because I get mad I get sad, and then I get mad. It didn't have to happen. And everybody want to talk about, oh, Dallas on fire. Dallas on fire. You was on fire when Mo3 was here. Y'all was on fire. But out of big old Dallas, Mo3 wasn't accepted. And I don't understand it. And soon as he gone, everybody want to act like everybody getting along. Everybody good. Everybody this now. Really? I'm starting to wonder. Like, really? At first I was thinking Sexual Chocolate was his best friend. Now it seems like it's a payday. When your boys get taken out, you mad for a little bit and then you right back with the crew that people are saying had something to do with this. Allegedly. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because even the family, how do you do this? How do you turn a blind eye to everybody that cling together to push him out? Now everybody's getting paid off of him. What tripped me out was that "Oh Yeah" video. And the first thing came to my mind, did background dance to make this video or something? You got a man on a boat in the middle of the sea, whatever. And he just looking around in the dark at water. This is what I talked about. Dark waters. It's like a slap in the face. Seriously. It's like a slap in the face. Whose idea was for you to be in the middle of the ocean? Just looking around, stuck. Like dark waters. You can't get out. Whose idea was that? A lot of stuff just don't add up, y'all. It really don't. It do not add up. All of these guys from Lancaster, Lil Jeff, Big Bird, Keywan White, he's from Lancaster. George Smith, he's from Lancaster. All of these people. His own boys. I do believe some of his own boys was involved with this. There were people from Lancaster that was pretending to be from Oak Cliff was involved. People from Oak Cliff that was pretending that they was cool with him was involved. People from Fort Worth that pretended to be cool with him was involved. They were. I am going to post some pictures from like I told you, I'm gonna put up a couple pictures. They are not going to be nice, y'all. They're not. But these pictures are almost like Kanika Jenkins' picture, showing her in the most messed up way. I'm going to cover what I can, but I want you all to see what our young brothers is involved in and what they're going through. And things are just brushed under the rug like ain't nothing happened. People that pretend that, they care, they ain't doing anything about it. And people are just giving up. They're giving up to the point where they don't even care no more. They don't even care. Because every time they try and think that things are equal or gonna level out, it don't. It really don't. And I want to go over a few things. One of the things is what Lil Jeff went through. Okay? We're going to go to the crime scene. Now, I already told y'all that Alexander Chisholm is the son of a federal agent. I already told y'all that. Okay? After they took out, okay, Little Jeff and Mark Weems, George, he called Alexander's dad, and he came to the crime scene, y'all. The daddy, the one I told y'all is a federal agent, he came to the crime scene. And allegedly, y'all, they said he rearranged the crime scene and placed things and removed things and pretty much made the scene how he wanted to make it. And this is why they're saying other cases is going to be looked into as well because of a lot of things that went down. They say the detectives put all of it in their notes. Everything. That he was on the scene. Then he showed up to George and Alex interrogation. The federal agent, y'all. He showed up. And he pretty much set up everything for them to get off. Nothing made any sense that he put into play. And they got off. They got off, y'all. They got off with self-defense. They said that they put cans all this way or that way. They moved t-shirts around. They did this and that. It's coming out now. But they got away with it. And just like Mo3, it took a whole bunch of people to take him out. It was about 20 people in the house when they got rid of Lil Jeff, y'all. They did him the same way that they did Mo3. Lit the place up, y'all. And they got off with self-defense. So I am going to leave some pictures. I want to go over a few things before I leave them. Okay, y'all? Because I get upset. Like right now, I'm getting upset. So I don't want to be upset. So I will just read some things. that I want to show you guys. So make sure you go to part 2, and I'm gonna put up what I can, because a lot of things is very graphic and I don't want to post a lot. Okay. But I do want to post some things that was taken, some things that was moved around. I'm gonna post all this. I'm going to post this clip of the 2 guys that was arrested, George Smith and Alexander Chisholm, and they beat it for self-defense. All these guys went in here and they got away with this. So I'm going to post that. I'm going to post a picture of Jeff Skinner so you all will know how he looked. See what else I got. The first report before they caught the guys, I'm going to put that up. And I just want you all to pay attention to everything. That's it. That I'm going to put up. But yes, this is why it was a perfect storm. The people that took out basically Lil Jeff and Mo3. They pretty much was taken out. They both was friends of Sexual Chocolate, and allegedly he cared about these people. But the part that I don't understand is, if you wasn't going to pay the OGs their money back, couldn't you have took precaution to move Mo3 out the way? And now that he is out the way, how is it that you're doing shows with the people that people are pointing their fingers to that had a part in this? Is it all about the money? Long as you get, a payout, is this how you feel about your friends? Because I'm not getting that. Not at all, y'all. Anyway, I got something else that I want to talk to you guys about. So I'm going to close this video out, and then I am going to do my next video. But I'm going to put the pictures up first. And if I don't finish the other video tonight, I will do that one tomorrow. So you will have a video for tomorrow too. And it's going to be a shocker. Oh my God. It's going to be a shocker. So, stay tuned. Got some more for y'all. Anyway, it was something else that I had to read to y'all. It was something I had to read. I know what it was. There was a lot of inconsistencies in the Jeffrey Skinner and the Mark Weens murder. The little incident when they were taken out. And I don't want to read all of these, but I might make another video and go over the inconsistencies. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. They're talking about in the inconsistencies on everything that did not add up. They're saying, things about when they were lying down in the driveway that, gasoline containers was put by their head, Crime scene photos was taken on the day of the incident. It proved that Mark Waynes was not holding no kind of can, no gas can in his hand. You know, when the people arrived. And this detective, Quirk, that's his name, Detective Quirk, they're saying that he deliberately lied under oath. He said that Mark Waynes was, in fact, lying next to a gas can that was placed by his head by, you know, the people that took him out. And another thing that they noticed was that Mark did not, nor he could not have had a gas can in his hand. And the reason why they're saying this is because his left hand was stuck under his chest, y'all, under his body. And his right hand, right middle finger, was off. Middle finger taken off by one of the hits. They're saying that it was a lot of, you know, stuff splattered all over the place, over the top of the gas can. It's so much, y'all. I get choked up about some of this. After they the proof that they put out is showing that after they put this can down by him, they hit him again, y'all. After placing it right by his head, they hit him again. It's something that you would not believe. They deliberately placed the can on the right side of his body in the picture. It's a lot, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna post up what I can. There's so many inconsistencies in this story. It's ridiculous. The cars, the cars, them searching the cars, everything, you just catch them in so many lies, so many. I'm trying to go to number 2. The red Challenger that's parked outside in the driveway was identified as belonging to Lil Jeff, y'all. That it was his vehicle. And the detectives noticed 2 red gasoline containers in the front floorboard. Okay. And this is all out. This is a lie. This is an all out lie, y'all. And the beginning of a major cover up. Basically, this was, like they said, it was the biggest cover up in Dallas. And if you notice from the scenes of like a lot of the photos, the driver's doors is left wide open, with a bag on the ground, as if someone was going through, you know, his car after they hit him up. It looked like they were searching all through his stuff. Some of the guys that was there, one of the guys, I think his name is Mike something. Mike. Trying to remember what his name was. Mike somebody. He the one that took Jeff chains. He took his chains from him. Then you see the front driver, the driver's front seat pulled up in a way like toward the steering wheel. And on the passenger side, you see like gray leather and no gas cans whatsoever in the front or the back seat of the car. But they're saying it was. So this is another lie that they put on there. But it's a lot of inconsistencies, y'all. I would have to make another video just to even talk about all this, because this would be another whole hour video of all the inconsistencies in this case. And once you see it and know that they trying to get to the bottom of things, then you will see that they just might be reopening this case. Like they said, it's in review. They're gonna reopen it. And this is what I was telling y'all. For background dancer and Big Bird to still think that they got it like that, all this stuff wouldn't be coming out. This stuff would not be coming out. And I'm trying to find out the guy that took, wait a minute, the guy that took the chain off his neck. They have his information on there. His name is Mike Martin, and he's the one that took Jeff's chain. But anyway, I am going to post what I can, and I'm going to drop this video, and then I got something special for y'all next, okay? Y'all just stay tuned, okay? And I'm going to talk about the Ski Sisters and their little situation, and I'm also going to talk a little bit more about background dancer in the next video. So just give me a minute to get these pictures together after I do this, and then I'm going to be working on the next video for you guys. So work with me, y'all. Please like, share, subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching, y'all.